what they call me. I promise that you never be lonely. Peter Pan, that's what they call me.
Hey YouTube, I am Aaron Bull. Thank you for joining me today. I apologize for not doing live videos as of late. I've been having some spotty internet issues. Like when I would go back and see the live chats, I realized that they were skipping a little bit. So I'm going to take a pause on doing live chats. But I will keep supplying you with the videos. And as always, thank you so much for your support. But as I mentioned in one of the other videos, I started a podcast and I did an important episode that I really want you to check out. So I'm going to play it for you right here. You ain't got to go nowhere. I'm not even sending you the link or anything like that. If you would like to subscribe to the podcast, please do. But ultimately, the point of this is just for you to get the message. So I'm going to take my picture off of here and let you enjoy the episode. Hopefully you'll like it. But as always, you can always leave your thoughts and comments in the box below and I'll respond to you. And again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And we'll see you guys soon. Let me get my wet self out of here first. Then I play the thing. Hey family, I'm Aaron Bull. Welcome to the Beacon of Truth. Today, I want to bring the conversation back to us, black people, and the inequities in our communities that have yet to be addressed. They have been announced, they have been exposed and revealed, but they are not being addressed. Let's get into it after the break. Beacon of Truth is sponsored by Anchor. It's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Alright, so I just finished watching the 2-hour music show or whatever you want to call it about that One World at Home Together, which was really nice. I really enjoyed it. I did. And but the thing that kind of stuck out to me was all these people came together to put this program together to donate to the WHO, the World Health Organization, which is already funded by hundreds of countries around the globe. Now, granted, the United States did defund this organization last week. And I'm not knocking their effectiveness and, that we need them and that they are a critical part of what we're facing today. But I'm black. So my issue is, why have this global campaign to fund an organization that's already funded rather than do something similar to help the black community? We can finally do that. You know what I mean? And I see that this was kind of like a slap in the face because, like I said, Donald Trump defunded the organization last week because he didn't like how they were doing things, which is what he does. Okay, fine. And so the people of the world answered back like, well, we'll fund it. Okay, great. Meanwhile, we still got people in our communities being literally attacked by this coronavirus. And the only solutions that they have offered us is stay at home, here's $1,200, and we'll get you some testing. Could we get a little investment in healthcare, access to healthcare, or something like that? Could we get some studies done to figure out what is the cause of our underlying conditions? Perhaps environmental discrimination? Could we fix the water in Flint, perhaps? I'm not a political scientist. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a politician. I'm just a black woman in America. And I don't know. Maybe I have the wrong perspective on this, but when it is on every headline for 2 days straight about the issues and the divisions and the discrepancies in the black community, we just ain't gonna do nothing about that. We just gonna call it out, and that's the problem and the solution. Because essentially, that's like you ride by in a fire truck, see a house on fire, and you just call out the location. Hey, it's a house on fire on the corner of 1st and 3rd Street. That's all you gonna do about it? Am I tripping? I mean, where is the policy? Where is the legislation? Where is the help? Because it was promised to us, as always, has been promised for years and years. But nobody is going to point out the fact that this man stood up at the podium last week talking about we going to address it. They ain't even brought out no more data about it. They haven't even spoken about it not one more time. And the poor little Surgeon General, he done got hid in the closet somewhere or something. I don't know what happened to him, but I guess they didn't like the way he handled the press conference, where he got up there and told us to do it for our abuelas and moms and granddaddies and pop-pops. Them the folks we care about in our community. I don't know what was wrong with that. I think he just kind of strung the ideas together the wrong way when he said, stay away from alcohol and drugs. I don't think he really meant to tie the two together. I think he was just pointing out some things that impact your response to the coronavirus. Because those studies are out there. Y'all can see that, increased alcohol and drug usage can lead to adverse reactions to contracting the coronavirus. But again, that's all that was done. Oh, data shows that there is a problem in the black community. They're dying at higher rates. They're having more adverse reactions to it. It's exposing the long known about inefficiencies in the black community. Okay, here's $1,200. Stay at home. That's all we got. I mean, it's got to be more. It's got to be more. Like, that's all? That's it? That's the answer? But all right. I'm sorry. I know that was a little bit of a rant. I try and present truth and just facts, but I'm sorry. I had to speak out on this, and I'm going to stay on it. We can't be overlooked again. It's something has to be done, and especially with this being an election year. I need to hear some policies, some plans. I need to see some funding come through, something. And the answer cannot be just bumped up food stamps. And we're going to beef up the food stamp programs as if that's going to help us have better access to healthier foods and whatnot. No, because that's not the bulk of us. And despite popular opinion, food stamps ain't as much help as people think it is. I lost my job due to this virus and applied for food stamps, and I got approved for $16 a month. $16 a month. But that's because I was honest. I should have lied. But I can't help it. I was honest, so I got approved for $16 a month. And that's it. So we got to have some real help right now. And not just for the coronavirus. Like I said, one of the things that did come out is, they're going to authorize testing to go to the rural and urban communities and whatnot. Okay, that's testing for coronavirus. That is just treating a symptom and not the problem. Period. Because you can come into our communities, test us for coronavirus and whatnot, but what you going to do about it for real? Nothing. Treat some, quarantine some, track the numbers, and that's that. But you're not going to do anything about the rampant rates of high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, asthma that plague our communities. You're not going to do anything about the fact that a lot of us suffer from pre-existing conditions due strictly to our locations. You're not going to do anything about the water in Flint, the air in urban communities, the lack of access to adequate health care, where a lot of these communities only have minute clinics and urgent care. You got to go way across town for specialized care. You might have a primary doctor in your area, in your neighborhood. But if you got to have surgery or a real emergency beyond the traditional broken bones, you're going to have to go across town. You're going to have to go from the urban community to the suburbs. America has to stand up. They have to stand up. You know, I mean, it doesn't get any more evident. I don't know who, like, it can't just be like this. We can't just say that this is a problem and leave it at that. Because any other problem that they see, they find a solution for. Solutions for the mass numbers of unemployment. Solutions for small business, large corporations, whole industries. But we can't do nothing. Can't figure out anything to help resolve or at least ease the problems that plague the black community and have plagued the black community since we were classified as 3/5 of a person. Y'all, come on. Come on. Well, I'm not gonna rant forever. But it's got to be called out. It has to be recognized. It has to be acknowledged. And the problems not only need to be called out, but they need to be addressed. There needs to be something done about it. As always, y'all, thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. I am your host, Aaron Bull, and this is the Beacon of Truth. All right, y'all. Well, that was my episode. Let me see if I can pop myself back up here real quick. All right, there we go. Excuse my quarantine here, y'all, but if you made it all the way through this video, I really appreciate you. Like I said, this was not to be a plug just for my podcast. Sorry, this was not to be a plug just for my podcast. I really felt like that was an important message that just really needed to be said. And it was so much easier to just do it this way rather than redo it. But y'all let me know what you think. As always, thank you so much for your support. And thank you for your time. Y'all stay safe, stay sane, and as much as possible, stay home. And we'll see you guys soon. I am Aaron Bull. Y'all have a great day.